Welcome back to the final race recap of the season. So let's just start it off with a big cheers to one of the best seasons in Formula One history. Glad we witnessed it and experienced it together.
What a season.
It was fantastic.
hmm
And I had a blast starting this with you guys.
I know, same.
To many more seasons.
Yes, but all good things come to an end, and this season is over. And today we're going to talk about what happened at the last race of the season. Okay, blah blah blah. Right. McLaren wins the constructors championship. Blah blah blah.
Papaya rules all.
No, papaya.
No, it was cool. It was cool to see them celebrate. Zach Brown was very, very happy. Lando was happy, finally.
Was he?
Even Oscar was happy.
Yeah. I like seeing Zach
I was
Brown
happy to see Zach Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He had the best podium celebration of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to go see it again because I stepped away when that was happening. What did he do?
He took the trophy. They gave him the first trophy, and he walked to the edge, and he just went over the edge of the podium.
Yeah.
I could picture him doing that.
Instead of like waiting for the anthem and stuff like that, he's just
He didn't stay on his stage. He just walked to the edge of the guardrail. It was basically like
Oh.
victory.
They had done the anthems already at that point.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
gave the medals out, and then
Yeah.
the first trophy went to Zach Brown, and he
So
stole the
good.
stage.
I'm so happy for him and sad at the same time for Carlos.
He ended it with strong performance, strong
Yeah.
back half of the year.
Look, I mean, he just couldn't catch Lando.
Yeah, there was
He
no
was
shot.
second place. He did really good.
Mhm.
And Leclerc coming back, what
Mhm.
was it, 18 positions or 16 positions, something like that?
16, yeah, because he started P19, finished in P3.
Crazy. So good.
No, it was I mean, in my opinion, the race was pretty boring outside of the first lap, except watching the only exciting parts was watching Lewis and Charles like just cut through the field.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lewis, that was another emotional one with his burnout at the end.
Yeah.
He's very dramatic. He gets down from the car. He
End of an
touches the
era.
logo. He feels the engine. He's like, I hated this car.
I think he liked it at the end. He won 2 races in that car. But yeah, Lewis was emotional. It was an emotional day for everybody.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things ending this weekend.
I know. The goodbyes are hard, you know? And I just feel like, to me, I was listening to Leclerc talk about Science leaving, and I think it's funny because, like, what, last weekend they had beef, and this weekend he's all like, I love him, I'm gonna miss him, right? And he was saying that, like, he believes that, like, a driver like Carlos Sainz, like, deserves to be fighting for points and stuff like that. And he's like, I hope that one day he can return to fighting. I'm like, wait. Like, he's not leaving. Like, I know he's going to Williams, but you guys are just writing him out 100%. Like, he's not going to be able to do anything in Williams. Like,
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think he's going to be fighting for podiums. He's going to be fighting for points.
I know.
But we'll see.
You never know.
Yeah.
Good thing they changed cars though, and they're not giving him Sargent's old car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Sargent's old car was cursed. I was curious to know what you guys think as far as how evenly you think the drivers are matched, in the sense that we saw 7 different drivers win multiple races this year, and the field was so close. and it kind of just varied based on whose car was strong at that specific race. But in my mind, I asked myself a question at the start of this year, which was like, what driver do I think could do what Max did last year? And I really thought it was only two. I thought it was Lando, maybe, and Leclerc. I thought they were the only two people who could do what Max did last year, given the same situation. But now I'm not so sure, because it seems like the top 7 drivers, like any given weekend, anybody could have won.
Yeah.
What do you mean what Max did last year? Just like win by himself?
Winning,
You
I mean,
mean
he
like
won
win?
19. He won 19 races last
I
year.
don't think anybody else can do that.
I was just about
Not
to say that.
even Max himself. But the spread of wins this season was just beautiful to see.
I mean, to answer your question, I don't think anybody can do what Max did last year.
No, I'm saying
In
given
general.
the same
I think
situation.
Max does that.
Let's say they have a car that dominant where
Uh-huh.
Checo was able to get second place. That's how strong that car was. Let's think about that. Checo got second in the drivers' championship last year. That's how good that car was.
Okay.
Do you think Leclerc or Lando or Hamilton or Sainz or Russell could do that? I'm thinking maybe.
I think
Maybe not
Sainz,
19 out of 22, but
Sainz, Hamilton, Piastri, maybe George. And the reason why I have Lando and Leclerc out is because they have proven to make mistakes and to be their own worst enemies. Where Leclerc has gotten better at that this season, I will say. Because when you're driving, like you're talking about, what was that, RB19? When you're driving the RB19, clearly it's the fastest car and you can just be miles ahead. But like if you can't make mistakes still. That's why Max Verstappen had 20 seconds 20-second wins every race.
No, I agree.
I feel like they would be their own worst enemies. Like Carlos is a smooth operator. Piastri's like, isn't there a stat on Piastri?
Piastri makes a lot of mistakes, but he's the only driver this year who finished every race or
Yes,
raced every lap.
Oscar Piastri joins an exclusive list of drivers who have completed every lap in a single F1 season.
Yeah, it's pretty rare, but Oscar does make a lot of mistakes. Like I honestly think Lando's the more consistent driver between the two of them.
Oh, I haven't really seen Oscar make a mistake. I mean, he made a mistake today, didn't he?
He did. He crashed into Franco, but he makes a lot of his mistakes in qualifying. If that makes sense. He starts. He doesn't start on the front row like Lando does every single race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right about that one. Good point.
But anyway, let's look at the podium.
Oh, you know what? You know what would have been nice?
To add the slides.
To add the slides.
That's all good. We can just talk about it.
I'm doing it right now. No, it takes.
I thought you did that.
I made it, but I didn't add it to the StreamYard, and I'm doing it right now. Abu Dhabi recap and select. Okay, here you go. And 3, 2.
Boom.
So, Lando Norris.
Bailando.
Okay, so I kept doing the math of Will. It's like they got to win by 21 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Piastri, like, not in the points, if Lando would have dropped a second, that would have been a Ferrari win. And I kept doing the math. And then, like, Oscar started to sneak up back into the points. And I was like, and every time Carlos would get close, Lando would fly away. I'm like, okay, McLaren. They got this.
I looked next to me at one point, Eddie, and she had a scientific calculator out.
But I will say that McLaren's number is the ugliest thing ever.
They
should like Lando get fastest lap or something to change that number.
K-Mag stole it right at the end.
Yep, last lap.
K-Mag's devil.
Listen, okay, so the top 4 played out kind of how we thought it would.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Alpine for a second.
Ooh, yeah, they were like 0 points at one point, or like 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, They had the
At the
slowest
beginning of
car.
the race, the two Haas's were up all the way up there. And I'm like, ooh, this is
Mhm.
Wait.
interesting.
It was Sao Paulo when they scored, right?
Yeah,
All crazy. Okay, look,
yeah. They were in ninth.
here's the graphics from the Mexico recap. This was before Sao Paulo.
Yeah, yeah. They
They
were
were
in ninth.
sitting at ninth with 14 points. And then they just
Isn't that
like
crazy?
hopped up. Let's look at Sao Paulo real quick. And then in Sao Paulo, they went from 14 points to
49. Boom.
49. That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's take a second to talk about Pierre Gasly for a second, because that dude
Yes.
is in Q3 every week, scoring points every week. And it's not just scoring 1 point. No, he's finishing like P7 every race, at least.
In that hunk of junk.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. And that hard work paid off because today he went from
And that
11th place to
tank.
10th place. He knocked Nico out
Yeah,
of the
look at
top
that.
10.
He's up on our first page now.
Boom. Pierre Gasly was the all-star of this season.
He proved to be the better French driver of the two.
Oh,
And Ocon?
by far.
What's Ocon? Ocon's with who next year?
House.
Wow, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Haas has him and who else?
Ollie Behrman.
Ollie Behrman. That's right. Ollie is
This-
from where?
Ollie
Next
is what?
year,
What
hey, look,
country is he
next
from?
year for us
He's British.
in the season,
Mm.
he's British. Next season for us in F1 is gonna be how like the NBA season is for me, because like I can't keep up with all the trades that happen. So next season I'm gonna be like, wait, they have this guy again? Wait, he's here now? I just have to remember. I'm gonna see Lewis Hamilton in red and be like, what?
That is going to be weird to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Let's see it.
saw the drivers, the constructors. Couple things that happened. Well, Lando got his fourth win of the year. Before this year started, he had 1 pole position to his name. Now he has 9. He had 0 wins. Now he has 4. Do we think he's challenging next year for the
Yes.
championship?
Yes.
If the car can keep up, yes. Right? I
No, I
think you
agree.
give him a good car, he could drive. That kid could
No.
drive.
Yeah,
I think
But the car
he
needs to
and
be up to par.
McLaren, I think they both learned a lot of mistakes this year.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that will translate into a good run for him at the driver champions.
Yeah.
He did say on the radio, next year is my time.
Yeah. And I think he's not wrong. I think they're favorites going into next year,
listen,
Lando and McLaren.
You said they've made a lot of mistakes this year and they've learned. Have they learned?
I mean, they won the constructors.
Holy shit, did they make a lot of mistakes strategy wise throughout, like weekend after weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You would think at one point they were like, okay, now let's do this now. And it's just, man, they look, Lando could have won this. He could have won this year, you know? But that
Mhm.
whole little papaya rules, nah, man. You either max this out or that papaya stuff don't work. Unless they were just focused straight up on constructors. Then that's different.
It's definitely difficult for the organization to make those decisions when they have two drivers who are like really competing and they're up there and in contention. How do you pick one? Well, I'll tell you what, you do what the other teams do. You just pick one and you help them out. But they didn't want to do that this year. And maybe they will learn. I'm looking forward to next season. I think, do you guys think Austin Martin is going to get any better now that
Not next year.
Adrian Newey is there?
Not next year. Maybe 2026. I think Aston Martin might end up like 9th in the constructors next year.
They're just gonna like throw it away next year.
I mean, what can they do? Their car doesn't work.
They ended
Adri-
in 5th. That's crazy that they were in 5th place.
Yeah, but they scored all their points at the start of the year.
Yeah, I
Just
feel like
nobody
they
could catch up to
disappeared.
them.
They disappeared. Like they would barely score anything. Do you guys think Stroll's gonna be in Formula One much longer?
Yeah. He'll be in
Listen,
as long as he wants to be in.
Aston Martin will become a championship contending team when that kid leaves the seat.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they need to have a car too. Like right now their car doesn't work.
Mm.
Like Alonso is almost never scoring points. Stroll hasn't
Mhm.
scored in like 15 weeks or something.
They need last year's cars.
Yeah, last year they started off really strong. This year they started
Mhm.
off strong too. I mean, they weren't getting podiums every race like last year, but
They felt
They s-
they felt like they could compete with Mercedes, like,
Mhm.
and then they just like jumped off a cliff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
let's see what else we got
For
here. Last race for Zoo, Bottas, Magnussen, Colapinto, and probably Checo.
yep. It seems like the writing's on the wall for Checo. I mean, like Christian Horner wasn't even trying to like do his whole song and dance.
Mm.
He was just basically like, "Yep, we're evaluating." And Isaac Hadjar, I mean, we spoke about this last time, but he basically said, "I have a contract," without saying, "I have a contract." And the
Mhm.
only person losing a seat on that team is Checo.
Yep. Yep. Well, I did see from like a reliable Twitter source here. It is fastest pit stop. Liam Lawson is reportedly set to be announced as Sergio Perez's replacement for 2025. This is what the Red Bull structure would look like in 2025. Red Bull would consist of Verstappen and Lawson, and VCARB would be Yuki and Isaac.
Yeah, it's
Now, Yuki
it's
Tsunoda has outqualified Liam Lawson in every qualifying session this year. How do we
it's
feel about
insane.
that?
It's insane. Every single person that they've put on that team to beat Yuki, he's destroyed them.
Yep.
Yuki, leave that team.
It's
Come
he
on,
needs to,
man.
dude. He needs to
They,
leave.
they have no respect for you.
Here's what's
Come
gonna
on,
happen.
man.
Here's what's gonna happen. Honda's going to Aston Martin in 2026, but Fernando Alonso wants to work with Adrian Newey. So Fernando Alonso's going to stay for 2026. He's going to retire at the end of that season. They're going to pick up Yuki, and then it's going to be a driver lineup of Yuki and Lance Stroll driving an Adrian Newey powered car. What a waste!
That doesn't sound like a power squad at all. I
Yeah,
think you need like Stroll gone and Yuki be the second driver and then
sign Max.
somebody powerful. Max and Yuki. Let's go.
Put me in the seat, man. Put me. I'll do a better job.
No, I need you to be here with me.
Okay.
But
I'll stay.
But yeah, Joe looks like he's going to be Ferrari reserve driver. Honestly, not sure. Nobody. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about what Valtteri's doing. But I have no idea. And then K Mag is going to race in endurance racing, and it looks like Colapinto, after crashing every single race
Mm,
since his 2 first point scores, I think that he's just he's not going to get picked up by anybody.
yeah. What a shame. For Red Bull was interested in him, and then after those bad performances, they were like, "We're good."
I honestly think he's had a crash every single weekend since he scored points, since the last time he scored points, which was
the first 2 races,
Singapore.
right?
Singapore, yeah.
Did you guys hear that Carlos Sainz said he would come dressed in like a pepper suit, a chili pepper,
No, I didn't see that.
if Zoo scored points?
No, I didn't.
And he actually came through with that this weekend. He took a picture with Zoo. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's pretty funny.
It's kind of a messed up thing to say, huh? It's like, hey, I'll dress
there it
up
is.
like a clown if you score points. Not gonna happen.
Yep. Yep. Okay, I got it here. Present screen
But it
share.
did.
It would be messed up to say if you score points instead of when you score points. Maybe he said when you score points.
Maybe that was the right way. Maybe. I wonder Carlos Sainz. Okay, this is another language, but I know I had read something along those lines, and they actually ended up taking the picture together
That's
with him
awesome.
in the chili suit. So he's a good sport. It's a good sport. What else do we have here?
Checo DNF'd.
Off the bat. What even happened?
He spun, and
And
then he crashed.
I
Right?
didn't even
Somebody hit
see a
him.
damage to his car or anything.
I don't know
I
what
don't
happened,
know. I
dude.
just saw him parked, hopping off the car.
Yeah, I really don't know.
So like Max spun out in the beginning, right?
hmm
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Look
Max
at this.
Max crashed into Oscar. He got 10 seconds for that. That's too funny.
I tell you, the F1 troll account
Mm,
never fails. Never fails.
It's hilarious.
Did we read that Pierre stat?
Pierre Gasly makes history as the first F1 driver to not have caused any damage during an entire F1 season. And instantly, Williams is like, "Hi, are you available?"
I think they'd be willing. I think they'd be willing to cancel, to like pay out Carlos Sainz and just end his contract if Pierre Gasly said yes. I will join your team and not crash a single car all year.
They would save millions.
Did you see how much money they lost in damage this year? I
Mm-mm.
think it was like $12 million.
Mm.
Williams?
Yeah.
All that could have gone to development. Instead, it went to putting
Yeah.
a band-aid on all the
Car
cars.
parts.
The next closest was Checo. At
Yeah,
like 7 million or 8 million.
it started with that Monaco crash.
Dude. That dude, whatever. Will Buxton said the stat and I didn't believe it. And I went to go check in the post race, but Checo scored 45 points in the last 16 races.
And it was true?
It's true. Yeah. I did the math.
And he's got, you said 45
Wow.
points?
In the last
152.
16 races. Yeah.
Wow, that's really bad. So he came out strong at the beginning of the season and just like dumped off.
Well, yeah, the
No,
first
they
five,
came
the
out
first 4 or
strong,
5
and then
races,
they're
he
like,
was.
and then they renew his contract, right? And then,
Ah,
I don't know.
you son of a bitch.
Horner said that he offered him a contract to try to clear his to ease his mind. That didn't work.
Nah, he just sat back and he's like, okay, you
Listen,
want that Kit Kat money?
Yeah, we're seeing. I mean, we watched the downfall of the driver who won a race from last place before he joined Red Bull.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
This is
It
the same
wasn't
person who was
Abu
in
Dhabi.
P20. Yeah, he was in P20 and won a race. The same guy.
That
No,
was fun.
He can't make it past lap 1.
It's a problem with
Suck to
Red Bull.
see.
They see something shiny like that, they're like, ooh, let's get him on Red Bull. I'm like, okay,
I
like,
mean,
he did one good thing, like one good race. Like wow.
yeah, this is obviously. I mean, who knows what this is going to do for Liam Lawson, because nobody that they've put in that car next to Max has done well. It's too small for me. I can't read it.
It says my job is done here,
but you didn't do anything.
But you didn't do anything. Oh, Sergio.
Let's go into predictions and then we do some memes.
All right.
Let's
Quali
decide
poll.
our constructors.
So going into this, Will has a 1-point lead.
Okay.
So for
Good
quali
context.
poll, who'd you have, V?
I had Max Verstappen, and then Will had Lando Norris, and Eddie had Russell. We all had somebody different, and only one of us was right. Sir William Dean.
Bing, 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 bing.
Congratulations. Now, as far as my podium goes, I was all in on Ferrari just like flying this weekend, and like McLaren being like broken, and like Ferrari coming out of nowhere and winning the championship. Right. So I had put in my podium Leclerc, Sainz, Max, because Max is the GOAT and he always finds a way in. Even though he didn't this weekend. But yeah. So I only got like Sainz correct in the second place margin. And that was it. Will?
Doesn't matter the order. I didn't get anybody.
Well, you had Lando in the wrong place, so the order did matter.
Hmm.
But yeah, you had Max and then Lando and then Oscar.
Yeah.
And I had Leclerc, Max, George. So the only person to get a point on our podium predictions was V. So that's one more point for Veronica. Now for breakout and broken performers.
I had Ferrari for a breakout to match my podium that I had predicted. That was correct. And as far as my broken McLaren, was not broken because they ended up winning the constructors championship. So congratulations to McLaren.
Piastri
Will?
also brought in 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
So for my breakout, I had Haas. And usually, the first 5 laps in, I'm like, I'm going to hit my predictions. And then those dudes start going down, and I'm like, why? So
Didn't they have a bad pit stop? Like a 7-second one or something like that? I think that was
I
them.
Magnussen
think,
did.
yeah, man,
Mhm.
like, what the hell?
But Magnussen also crashed. He had 4 pit stops. So
Mm.
everybody else had 1.
So Nico Hulkenberg came in with 8th place and brought 4 points. That's a breakout to me. Can
Yeah,
we
but you didn't
discuss?
say Nico Hulkenberg. You said
said
Haas.
Haas.
And Haas didn't get P6 in the championship.
Nico's part of the Haas teams.
Haas
Mm-mm.
finished
Let's
behind their
discuss.
rivals.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're just making a case for yourself, but it's not working.
All right. So my broken, I had Colapinto, and guess what happened?
Yeah, he's
Oscar
out of the
Piastri
race.
crashed
too.
into him.
He broken. He didn't finish.
Oh, see, but that one's tough because Oscar
You want to know something
crashed
funny
into
though?
him.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You want to know something funny though? Per past stats, when we've selected somebody that's broken and they've DNF'd, even though it wasn't their fault, a point was given.
No, I'm giving the point. My vote is to give the point. I just wanted to make it interesting.
I think he's broken, and I see what you're doing on your breakout. Don't even try, Eddie.
What's that? Well, so we're giving the point for Franco, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie, you marked yours yellow for discussion. Okay?
Yeah, it's up for discussion.
Eddie has here for his
Let's talk.
breakout to be
Let's talk.
Duhan. Okay.
Jack Doohan.
Duhan was
Yeah.
doo-doo. Okay.
He
They knew that he wasn't gonna score any points. Said, come here,
Yeah,
just
of
drive
course
the
they
car
gave him-
around for a little
they
bit.
gave him Ocon's broken car.
Okay.
He finished ahead of a Haas.
He was
He finished the
doo-doo.
race.
I had to tell Will, is Duhan racing this weekend? Because I haven't seen him. Like, no
Yeah,
action.
I don't know why they didn't show him. He was just driving clean, wasn't crashing into anybody, just doing his
Being
thing.
lapped.
Everybody got
well,
I
lapped.
saw him being
trying
lapped
to-
every now and then.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to put that. I was trying to find the I probably have to go to the F1 website. I want to see where he was.
He
in the
finished
standings.
15th.
15th place. Out of
So
4
the only
cars
person-
that DNF'd.
Well, yeah, and then K Mag, who had 4 pit stops.
I don't know, Will. What do you think? Like, I think.
Are you
I think
kidding
it's
me?
a
Are we
no.
even talking about this?
No, I
Are
think
we
it's a
even talking
no.
about this right now?
I think it's a no. Like, the only reason he finished 15th, realistically, he wouldn't have been up there, is because Liam Lawson was out, Bottas was out, Colapinto was out, Sergio Perez was out. If everybody was in the race, I still think he would have been towards the bottom.
Nobody knows.
The only
Yes.
reason he
Yes.
finished ahead of Kevin Magnussen was because, like you said, Magnussen had to go in the pit way more times than everybody else did. So, Eddie,
That's fine. No point. My broken performer was Checo. Do I get a point for that?
Yes, yes.
He didn't
man's
even
cur-
start racing. He just turned one corner and is out. So
The man's career ended.
Yeah. So last time we see Checo on a car for a while, I bet.
Yeah.
Wild
On to
predictions.
wild predictions.
K
Veronica
Mag
had two.
DNF.
Veronica had
I
two
had-
wild predictions.
I had two. I thought I just submitted one.
What I have written here is exactly
Mhm.
how you wrote it.
yeah.
I think I just wrote it like at the end. I was like, yeah, because Ferrari's gonna win, you know. But yeah, it
Gotcha.
Well, we
doesn't
still
matter.
gave it to you
They're
just to
both
try
wrong.
and help you out.
They're both wrong.
They were both wrong. Yeah. K-Mac DNF.
You chose the
and
wrong
Ferrari
Haas
wins.
driver.
Yeah. K Mag almost though.
He did almost.
Almost.
He did almost.
Practically.
He almost DNF. Well, 4 pit
Valtteri
stops
crashed
counts
him.
as a
For that.
DNF.
No, Valtteri crushed into him pretty hard. I'm surprised he kept racing.
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, oh, it's gonna happen.
I
Will,
want
your
to
wild
hear you guys talk
prediction?
about my wild prediction. Talk about it. Go
Good
ahead.
job,
I'll
Will.
just sit
Good
back.
job. I mean,
No, talk
Hamilton
about it.
had a race.
I don't
Hamilton-
understand. Will's wild prediction was that Hamilton finishes in the top 5, and when he didn't even get out of Q1, I was like, okay, well, it's over. For Will.
Yeah. Look, okay, here's the thing. This goes to like on the record of Will picking the safest wild predictions because obviously we made these predictions before qualifying. So that
Mhm.
was before Lewis was out in the first round in the first qualifying. But like that's such a safe bet, especially you knowing that he's gonna be all emotional and try to do his best so that he can get a really nice, placement for Mercedes. And like
You're kidding me
I
right
feel
now?
like it-
You're
I
making
feel like
fun
it
of
was
my
safe.
badass wild prediction?
Bad. It was so badass.
It wasn't too crazy, but Lewis has been getting spanked by George this year, so I accepted it.
Badass. And George just like let him go at the end. He's like, here, buddy. Here, buddy, you can
Whatever.
have
He would have still
fourth
been
position.
5.
No, yeah, I know. Now, if he was in 6 and George would have given him 5,
Oh, you would not have gotten that point.
Oh, that would have been juicy. I wish it would have been that way. I wish it would have
right?
been that.
I would have loved that debate.
All
But
right, Eddie, what's your
I
dumbass
have-
prediction?
Okay, well,
that's a wild prediction, by the way.
mine.
Mhm.
Mine was all drivers who start the race will finish the race. Which, okay, let's think about it.
Oh, here we go.
Let's think about it. Perez out on lap 1. He didn't really start the race. Franco Colapinto, he's driving a car that's it's not real. It's duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he retired 20 laps in, 26 laps in.
Okay.
Valtteri Bottas, I mean, he's not even in F1 anymore. Can he race
Yeah.
if he's not even in F1 anymore?
It's true. It's very true.
Liam Lawson had a tire missing. Technically not a full car, so I think Eddie gets the point.
His engine exploded. His car was smoking.
Wait, is that what it was?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
give
I thought
Eddie the
that-
point.
I
All
thought that
drivers.
boy's wheel was gonna come off.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they did that. They didn't put his wheel on all the way. Yeah, that was
I like
separate,
hearing him
though.
on the radio. He's always like, "Mate, the tire's
Yeah.
not on, mate."
Yeah. Yeah. And
The
they're
car
like,
dropped.
He's like, everything
Right?
looks good on our end. He's like, dude, this thing is wobbling.
Mate, not dude, mate.
So okay, well, that's all of our predictions. If we stop here, Will is the champion. However, we have additional predictions.
Aha.
So Will got
bonus.
1, 2, 3 points, and I only got 1 point during this whole thing. So that would have given him a lead of 3 points.
Okay,
However-
let me adjust this.
However, we
So,
have
It's
we have
this,
more
and then you
predictions.
got 1. You said,
I got 1.
and then how many did I get?
No. I got Yeah, I got the Checo one. And then you got 1, 2. You got 2.
Ooh, come back. Okay, so this is what it's like before. So
Yeah.
Will's winning by 3.
Will's up by 3.
Okay.
However,
All right.
a couple months ago, we made predictions about the
Damn.
Constructors Championship. And we had our predictions about P6, 7, and 8. So we can talk about that real quick.
Let's do it.
So you had RB finishing 6th, and then Haas behind them, and then Alpine behind them. Will had Haas finishing in 6th, RB behind them, and Alpine in P8. And then I had Haas, Alpine, RB. So I'm the only person who got a point for having RB.
No, I get Haas. Haas
Oh,
got-
you do get Haas. You do get Haas. That's my
Yeah.
bad. You get Haas.
Give me my points. Okay. Will gets nothing.
Will gets nothing. And then we had constructors predictions for the top 3. And both you and I had the right order: McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull.
Ooh.
And Will picked Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. So look, let's do this first. Eddie gets 4 points. Okay. So that puts Eddie at 39. And Will gets
1 point.
1 point. So that puts Will at 39.
So we have a tie. We need to figure out how we're gonna break this tie.
What do we do now? I say we run outside and see who wins the race.
Yeah, I'm down to race you. Oh, we should go karting. That's how we settle it.
Ooh.
Nah, but
Go to
these
the
electric
K1. We have a
go-karts
K1
are
right by my house.
No, but these electric go-karts are whack.
Will, come on. Stop being a pansy.
I'll still do it
That's how
though.
we settle it.
I'll still do it though.
I want to go.
And they're kind of
Yeah.
whack, Eddie. If we do decide like that, damn, that would be fun. If we do decide like that, they don't do like, an actual like Grand Prix. They only
What
do
do
it
they
by
do?
like
Time trials?
whoever's is time trials. So gay. But that's how they do it here. Like,
Okay, hold on.
whoever is
If you don't really
fastest.
like it, then try to see if there's another track around here. That's not K1.
I don't think they have any more gas powered things anymore. I think we would have to fly to Brazil and go race in our tracks over there.
I think we're gonna have to bring back boomers.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy that the place we used to go to as kids to play like video games and all this stuff was called Boomers.
Yep. And it was not for boomers.
Damn.
It was for Zoomers.
I bet you a boomer owned it. Wow. Yeah, Eddie, the Boomers is now where we went to the stand-up club. That's Boomers.
Yeah.
Wild. Well, okay. This is very interesting. Something has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I like
I'm
this.
gonna tie.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wasn't
It's funny
expecting
we
it.
didn't have any tiebreakers distinguished.
I thought I was gonna win by a mile.
Honestly, I thought I was gonna win, but I lost by 8.5 points to both y'all.
That just means that when we do the race, you start 8.5 seconds behind us, and you still have a chance to win.
Damn, we should totally do this like soon.
Yeah,
before
I'm
the
down.
year ends.
I think it's a
Let's
good
make it
idea.
happen.
I'm Googling right now. I just see K1 coming up.
We'll record it so that
We'll do
the
K1.
50
whatever.
people who watch this can come along and
Yes.
see who wins the race.
If you made it this long watching us talk, leave a like.
Expect the video
Yeah.
while F1's on break. You will get F15 from us on the go-kart track.
Maybe less.
F30.
F negative.
I'm looking. Well,
That's
now that the off season is coming up, we're just gonna have to more or less see what we do. We could finish watching Senna. Maybe we could talk about that one episode or something.
Yeah, man, I gotta
Sure.
finish it. I've only seen the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I finished it. It's great.
I'm jealous.
Don't tell me what happens at the end.
You know what happens at the end.
I got my dad watching it. My
It's
dad's watching
really
it
good.
now.
I
He's like on
knew
episode 4.
I knew it was gonna happen at the end, and it still got me.
I bet. It's just that's emotional.
No.
I can't wait to see Will cry like a baby when we see the last episode.
Are you guys watching
take a
it?
picture of him.
Are you watching it in Portuguese and English?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you put it like that?
So I wanted to, but I wasn't able to understand enough.
Well, the subtitles.
I know, but I didn't want to read it the whole time.
Oh. No, we started watching it like Netflix automatically puts it on that English only.
Yeah.
And then the lips like weren't matching up. So I thought like
Yeah.
my TV was messed up, right? Because their TV has like
We
sometimes the
restarted
lips get
our
delayed.
our Fire Stick.
So I
That's
restart
hilarious.
everything and it's still doing it.
I'm
And then
like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I ended up pausing and then I saw that there was an option that you could switch to Portuguese. And I like
Yeah.
captions. I like
Yeah.
having captions on the bottom always for
Yeah.
everything.
I watch it with captions too, but yeah. I didn't want to be
So
forced to read it.
exactly.
I like it
But
there for reference.
look, I speak Portuguese barely, right? Their Portuguese, it's so fast. Like I
Yeah.
catch like one or two words. So I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Will, do you understand their Portuguese like 100%? Like no captions, would you be able to understand?
I think I would.
Yeah. It's just they talk so
Yeah.
fast. It's not the Portuguese I'm used to.
Yeah.
I'm used to this broken Portuguese, like that, like two.
She's
I'm
used
used
to
to 2-year-old Portuguese.
dois,
3.
vai. Não faz isso.
Não faz isso. Liam, isso no brinquedo.
Ah,
But you guys
never
need to finish
fine.
Senna.
Yeah,
we
I
do.
need to like catch up with my
Yeah, me
life right
too.
now. So much going on. Holiday season is wild.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't have a F1 anymore for another 90
Oh, no,
whatever
I
days.
want to play. Do we do memes? I wanted to do a little game with Eddie real quick.
I don't really have memes. So yeah, do your game with Eddie.
It's not really a game. I just want to see how much does Eddie know.
Okay.
Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
just real quick. Don't read anything. Close all your tabs. I just want to see. I'm gonna call out drivers' names.
Mm-hmm.
Close all your tabs, and I
What do you
want
mean
to
close out
see
my tab?
if, like, so you're not reading what I'm gonna like the answer and stuff. I'm just gonna read out drivers' names, and I want to know if you know their driver number.
Oh, and you're gonna show it on the screen? Is that what's happening?
No, I won't show it on the screen.
Then
But
why do I need to
have it
close out
over
my
here.
tabs?
So
He
you're
doesn't
not
want you to like
reading off
Google it.
sheet.
I'll leave my hands here.
Okay. I'm just gonna go in some of the order that we finished in today. Lando Norris,
4.
Carlos Sainz,
55.
Charles Leclerc,
16.
Lewis Hamilton. Some of these
44.
are easy.
And then 63
George
for
Russell?
Russell. 63.
Yeah.
And
What
then
a random number.
who finished in 6th?
Max
Max?
Verstappen,
1 or 33. Who
Pierre?
finished 7th? Pierre. Oh, what number is Pierre? 10, I think?
Is he
Yeah.
7?
No, he's 10.
It's 10. It's gonna start getting
I
harder
don't know.
now.
I don't know Nico's number.
Nico.
Hold on. I need to think. Nico's number. I feel like it's 80 something.
Oh, I'm looking at the document. You said Eddie not to look.
Ah.
I'm looking, so I can't play.
I think it's 80 something. Hold on.
You can't phone a friend.
It's not 23. Albon's 23.
Okay. I'm gonna give
Wait,
you
is
5 seconds.
Is it 6?
5, 4,
Who's 6?
3.
No, I don't know it.
2.
It's 80
One.
something, right?
He's number 27.
27. He is 27. God damn
Fernando Alonso.
it. 16 maybe? Something like that.
Somebody else is 16.
Oh, 14.
There you go.
Yeah, he's 14.
Oscar Piastri.
Is 81.
Yeah. Albon, you said his number already.
23.
Yuki Tsunoda.
22.
Zhou Guanyu.
Ooh, I closed the document. Let me see.
Don't look, V.
I'm looking.
Let's see if you help.
I don't know it. 24?
Yeah.
Is he 24? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're reading it off the screen.
I'm not reading
somewhere.
nothing. I don't know what you want me to do.
Jack Doohan? That's kind of hard.
Oh, I dropped my beer.
Doohan.
Party foul.
He just got his
Doohan, I
number.
mean, he just
30.
started.
Hold
so,
on. Is it like 37 or
you'll
something?
never get it. I could give you 61 tries and you won't never guess it.
Is it 61?
Yeah. K-Mag.
Wait, I need a paper towel. K-Mag. I dropped it. No, that's everywhere.
Go get a paper towel.
I don't know what number K-Mag is. 20.
You got it.
Yeah, 20. There you go.
There. Liam Lawson.
30.
Yep. Valtteri Bottas.
77.
Franco
I don't know what number
Colapinto.
Colapinto is. I have no idea.
43.
43. Okay.
Sergio Perez.
11. And that's it, right?
Eddie, that was
That's
impressive.
it. Bonus if you get Sargent's number.
2. I'll be right back. I need a paper towel. He was number 2.
Was it really? See, I didn't
Yeah,
even
he
know.
was.
I don't
Wow.
know.
He was number 2.
All right, go get paper towel and V will bring up some memes.
I'm looking
I
here
think that was fun.
for go-kart places. It says Miami GP Raceway. Have you heard of that one? Oh,
No.
track is permanently closed. Okay, let's go back to the web. Can you believe the Yellow Pages has a website? You remember you used to get that big book when we were little kids? They just like drop it off at your house.
Yeah?
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember getting the Yellow Pages?
Oh, no, that, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Extreme Action Park. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. Where's this? It says it's in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, we'll go to Fort
Extreme
Lauderdale.
Action Park.
How extreme is this? Let me see. I clicked on it too.
You're looking
Adult
at it?
racing. Ooh.
Hold
Adult
on.
racing.
Let me
see
share
what you
screen.
need to bring.
Oh, hey, guys.
Closed-toe shoes. A driver's license. We need a driver's license?
Where did you see adult racing?
Like right when you click on Extreme Action Park, it just says adult racing.
Oh, I mean, I don't see that. I'm on their website.
So am I.
Pro and super racing are tracks and carts. Okay, let's see. The carts are probably going to be electric.
Damn, 65 miles per hour? No, it says 9 horsepower.
We need to
Experience
weight down
extreme race
your
license
go-kart,
number.
by the way.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I got like 50 pounds on you.
Okay, this place might sound good, Eddie. Extreme Action Park hosts South Florida's longest and fastest indoor kart track with real racing experience with gas-powered karts. Here we go.
I think
Now
this
we're
is
talking.
it.
Where is
That
it?
can reach up to 45 miles per hour.
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Let's do it. Book it.
Let's see. Prices.
Book
8
it.
minutes long.
Business expense.
Done.
Oh, and then we can go to the trampoline park after.
I don't know about all
Drive
that.
and drive.
Just joking. Do we do adult racing, the pro racing?
Then, but since we're only like us, we'll have to like race with like other people racing too, which is fine.
That's
No, I'm
fine.
just racing you.
I'm not gonna
And
race.
if you're gonna win, I put you in the wall. It's very simple.
I'm not gonna race. I want to watch you guys
Good
race.
luck
I'm gonna
catching up.
record it.
If you
All right, Extreme Action Park it is.
I'm gonna out
Gas
qualify
powered.
you.
I don't
And
want to
then
do no
if you ever try to make a
whack-ass-
move, I put you in the wall.
Mm-mm.
You're getting out qualified, that's for sure. That's 100%.
Okay, the head sock is $4.
I have a balaclava.
Do we need one?
Oh,
need
that's
a
an extra
balaclava?
head sock. The rental comes with a
I don't-
helmet,
I-
head
I don't
sock,
ha-
and
I
a
don't-
neck brace.
I don't have hair. to get in the way.
You still need
I don't
one,
need the
Eddie.
balaclava.
Extreme race license with free mobile app. I guess you need the license for $10 and then you can do it.
Whatever. That's where we're racing.
Book it.
Adult
All
drivers
right.
can purchase single race session and pro race cards. Sessions are 8 minutes long. Wait, 8 minutes long? I want like a half an hour race, 57 laps type of thing.
Chill. Chill. Okay. I'm excited.
Enduro.
All right. Well, I got no memes for you guys, but it's been a real one. We'll be back when we're back. And we hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as we did.
We'll see you in 98 days minimum, maybe before, with
Yes.
go-kart footage.
Yes. No.
And other
Yeah,
stuff.
stay
100%.
tuned for
There's going to be a go-kart video made.
and we're giving
Well-
away a trophy.
Well, thanks everybody. We
Yes, thanks for watching.
we hope you like hanging out with us. And yeah. We'll be back again next season and the season after that. And the season after that.
And the season,
And the season after that.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun.
Bye-bye.
See ya.